morning, distinguished conferees. You are welcome to day 2 of the 4th annual Criminal Law Review Conference presented by the Rule of Law Development Foundation. And you will agree with me that yesterday we had a very robust discussion and an intellectually stimulating keynote speech by no other person than His Excellency, the Governor of Sokoto State, Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal. And yesterday, just as by way of recap, we looked at updates in substantive criminal law. And the lead presenter was no other person than our founder and coordinator of the Rule of Law Foundation. Today, we are moving on in the discourse, and we are looking at safeguards towards ensuring a fair and equitable criminal trial. We are looking at the procedure involved, what some may call technicalities, but they are there for a reason. And thank God we have our chairman of session here, who is no other person than Malam Yusuf O. Ali, SAN. Please, let's give him a round of applause. He is here with us live in the secretariat. We also have with us one of our trustees of the foundation. He is currently the chairman of the LPDC, Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee, for those that don't know of the body of ventures. He is no other person than EC Ukala, SAN. Leonard Silk, you are very welcome. I understand we also have with us DC Denwigwe, SAN, online. Leonard Silk, are you with us? Has he joined? Technical, please ensure he joins, because I understood we tested him earlier on. Rotimi Jacobs, SAN, is currently in court, and he will join us once he's through. At least he will be speaking from the perspective of prosecutors, so that the discussion is balanced. We also have with us from the academia a lecturer vast in this field of criminal procedure, Dr. Femi Afolayan. He's here with us all the way from Nigerian Law School. So, Mr. Chairman, without much ado, I hand over your panel to you. The rules are stated on the face of the motion paper, sir. Thank you.
My Lord, retired Honorary Justice Masood Oredola, GCA, the convener and founder and motivator and driver of the Rule of Law Development Foundation, Joseph Bodrone Daudu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, former President, Nigerian Bar Association, former Chairman, Legal Practitioner Disciplinary Committee of the Body of Benches, the current chairman of the LPDC, successor entitled to JB in that body. Emmanuel Okada, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, a veritable consummate legal practitioner. Dr. Femi Afolayan, one of the midwives of our children in the law school. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it's a real pleasure to be invited to chair this event where we have such legal titans like Isi Okada SAN, DC Denugwe SAN, Rotimi Jacobs SAN, Jibril Okutepa SAN taking part. I feel highly honored and of course intimidated as well, because we have had opportunity to trade tackles outside of this kind of arena, and I know the stuff for which they are all made. I want to say that I join others before me to commend this initiative. It has come at a time when intellectualism is on a flight amongst lawyers. It has come at a time when deep thinking is becoming a thing of the past. It has come at a time when empathy and the camaraderie for which lawyers are known is fading fast in our climb. And I think that this kind of interventions will go a long way to rejuvenate not only our own intellectual well-being, but even the confidence of the ordinary person in the rule of law and the judicial system. So I want to thank J.B. Daudu, Esquire SAN, for taking this mantle upon himself. It's my hope that the product of this series of seminars and conferences will not just find themselves in the iCloud, but on the shelves, but they will be translated into actions by people who ought to take them into. I did, when DC and EC are involved in something and JB is also involved, you don't want to be seen as not contributing. I would give my 32-page chairman's introduction to the organizers. Well, we will hear you. Nobody is going to hear me. So I want to say that I did this because this is an area that many of us are passionate about, and I think that I should lend my little words to support the very mighty words of Okada, SAN, and others. That's why I've taken the little effort to do this. I'll turn this over to Paul, so that if they find a place for it in subsequent publications of this body, I think so be it. On this note, I'm not going to stand between you and the erudition of the lead speaker. I'll be inviting, I sit within my method to invite him. Okay, because in some seminars there's somebody else will now come and introduce the big masquerade. Okay. I hope that the lead speaker knows that he has, you are lucky DC is not here. If DC is here, you will have had 15 minutes. But like you normally do, you chop his own and chop your own. You have 30 minutes. I don't need to warn you that your chairman is up to the task. No infractions will be tolerated. On this note, I invite Emmanuel Ukala, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, to do what he knows best to do by making his presentation. Mr. Ukala is saying, I make you welcome. It's up to you whether you want to stay there or stay there.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I'm your victim today. Enjoy yourself. Mr. Chairman, my Lord Justice Redela, my very good friend, long time no see, my dear learned friends and colleagues, of course, I must acknowledge the privilege of standing before my own brother, JB Daudu, SAN. I thank you all for this opportunity extended to me to speak on the topic. And the topic I have, which was sent to me, is judicial updates and legislative developments. Criminal Procedure Law 1. And I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have the paper already. So I will simply speak to the paper. We may not know the benefit of this annual exercise that JB Daudu SAN and his team have been taking the troubles to organize for us until we encounter the criminal mind. It turns out that the criminally minded persons are perhaps more alert than everyone else. And they always, and this is in every society, I'm not talking about Nigeria alone, they always manage to find a way of being a step ahead of the society. And then it turns out that a large body of our criminal law becomes reactionary, reacting to the alert mind of the criminally minded. Because of the alertness of their mind, we lose our sleep. We quarrel amongst ourselves. And then society continues to run a friction course. Now, the essence of events such as this is to draw attention to the new developments in criminal law to try and manage the alert mind of the criminally minded. So I thank the organizers for the great job they have been doing over the years, which they still keep doing. Now, we divided our paper into two parts. Part A, which is legislative developments, and Part B, which is judicial updates. Now, under Part A, we intend to look at the Administration of Criminal Justice Law Amendment, laws of Lagos State. We intend to look at the Petroleum Act 2021. We intend to look at Bank and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020. We intend to look at the open grazing or anti-open grazing laws of southern states of Nigeria. We intend to look at security network agencies of southwestern region. We intend to look at Lagos State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission law. We also intend to look at value-added tax laws of Lagos and Rivers State. Now, the Administration of Criminal Justice Law Amendment of Lagos State was signed into law on the 31st of September 2021, and prohibits the parading of suspects by police. You all know what normally happens. A policeman arrests or a police division arrests somebody that is tagged a criminal, and they immediately start exhibiting the person to the entire world as if he's been found liable or guilty. But with provisions such as this, these matters are now being addressed. The arrest of persons in lieu of another, which has been very prominent in our criminal jurisprudence, is also being statutorily addressed by this provision of the amendment. Then we have the prohibition